Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Film Topic.
A weekly online podcast show where we discuss all things TV and film related.
Supposedly.
Weekly? Yes.
Yeah,
apparently.
supposedly.
Apparently so. This is what we're supposed to do. Whether we actually do is another matter.
Today's episode is basically to cheer our run up, because with this news that's, the Sony deal that we all know about is,
Spider-Man's leaving the MCU.
yeah, it completely broke this big kid's heart.
And it's still broken.
It's unfixable.
I'm still raging inside.
So today we're going to cheer him up, folks. We're going to make this guy a little bit happy, because he loves talking about Spider-Man, and because he's very passionate.
And even though this might not actually cheer me up, this might just remind me of the doom and gloom that reigns above me.
As the title would suggest for the video, it's going to be Aaron's favourite suits. So we're going to let him rank him and let him talk about it. I'm going to ask a few questions here and there, and hopefully that will cheer you up. Probably not, but it's worth a shot, guys, isn't it?
Worth a shot. It's such a good friend.
So let's establish a few rules.
I'm only talking about the live action suits.
Right?
So that's not included into the Spider-Verse or the Spider-Man PS4 game or anything like that.
Nope.
And I'm not including a majority of the crappy homemade suits apart from one. So no Amazing Spider-Man 1 homemade suit where it's just the red mask and the sunglasses.
The mugger's outfit.
Yeah, and no wrestler suit from Spider-Man 1.
I do like that one. I think that's iconic.
It's not I don't like it, it's just I don't count it as a proper suit. Even though when I talk about a certain one, you're probably thinking, well, why does that count and this one does? Just go with it, alright?
Yeah, just go with it.
Just go with it.
So basically, the only homemade suit basically is going to be the homecoming suit.
The homecoming homemade suit, yeah.
Because that's actually got a fair bit of screen time on it.
Well, yeah, that actually he wears that through the entire third act.
It's part of the plot as well.
Exactly.
Because he had the Stark suit taken away from him because Tony Stark said that basically without it.
Yeah, if you're nothing without the suit, you shouldn't have it.
Yeah, there you go. So
it plays an integral part in the story. Does the homemade?
Yeah, so that's the only reason why we're including that one.
Yes, they're the rules that are set. Okay,
starting in last place, Aaron. What's it gonna be?
Last place, right? Last place is gonna be the stealth suit from Far From Home.
The Night Monkey outfit.
Yes, the Night Monkey suit.
And why is that? Why is that, mate?
It's just not very interesting to look at.
All right, next one.
That's it. That's all I've got to say. Yeah, it's not very interesting to look at. It's boring. It's not Spider-Man. I get that it looks a bit. It's kind of a callback to Spider-Man Noir. But I'm not massively keen on the Spider-Man Noir suit.
I guess that's it, really. It's just like a nice callback, and it's like, oh yes, it's that Noir suit, but that's it. That's not what it's just that
the closest thing to a Noir suit we're probably ever going to get in live action. So, I mean, it's not that I dislike, and none of these suits in this list I dislike. I don't dislike any.
It's just your least favourite, isn't it?
This is my least favourite. Yeah. I find it the least interesting to look at, the least exciting. It's not really Spider-Man to me.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You look happy already.
Up next is going to be the homemade suit from Spider-Man Homecoming. This might shock a lot of people, because a lot of people really do love this suit.
Including myself, I like it. It's really unique, and I see a lot of cosplays wear it, at Comic-Cons.
Yeah, again, not that I dislike it, it's just, I like my Spider-Man suits to scream Spider-Man.
I think it screams Spider-Man.
No, it's not, it doesn't, I mean, it's got the colour scheme and all that.
You just said it doesn't scream Spider-Man.
No, it's got the colour scheme of Spider-Man, but I like my classic Spider-Man costumes, my iconic, webbed, red and blue, big eyes.
This was his first costume.
No, it was his first costume. No, this is the best homemade suit out of all the homemade suits, so it's better than the wrestling suit from Spider-Man 1.
These are not included!
I know it's not, but I'm just telling you, right? It's better than that, and it's better than the costume that he wears in Amazing Spider-Man 1 with the mugger suit, as he said. But, bearing all that, I just prefer others more than this one. Yes, it makes sense. Yes, it's a believable suit that a teenager could make on his own. That's great. But it's not, Next. Arguably, to be honest, from here, I kind of like these suits a lot.
So you didn't like the other suits?
I like them. I like them, but these I like.
No,
I liked them, but these I like a lot.
Okay, so you're saying, okay, this one I like, it's alright, it's nice to see. That's actually a really nice callback. That's other suits are great, but from here on there, this one's like, whoa, this is absolutely amazing.
You've hit the nail on the head. Up next.
What is it?
Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. I'm looking at you.
Ooh. Well, you know what? I think I can agree with that. That's not... Well, that's the thing. It's a really awesome suit in terms of it's really up there. Because when I first started, I was like, this is different. This is really good. But in terms of design and stuff, I'm like, well, it's a bit weak compared to the others. You know what I mean?
It looks better in the movie than it does in, like, person. Because oh my god, I will never forget the first time they've brought out that reveal photo of Andrew Garfield in this new suit. I detested it.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
I detested it. I remember being on party chat with mates on Xbox 360 back in the day because
when that was a thing.
It was during that time.
God.
It was before the current gen was, and I was ranting and raving because I thought, this is bullshit. This is not Spider-Man. What is this? This looks ridiculous. Why is there blue
again?
No, this is what I was thinking at the time. I don't think this now. I was thinking, why is there blue? Why is there blue on the gloves? Why is there blue on the gloves? Why is the...
Because it were different. Let's just say it because it were different. Yeah. A bad taste for it. But even I was like, you know, I'm going to put a bit of my opinion in this video if you don't mind.
No, of course,
I was, you know, this is actually really cool. He's got like some sneakers going on his feet, you know, like that cool sneakers. Look at the soles.
Oh yeah, with the soles, the sneaker soles.
The web shooters there, I think they're really cool.
Oh,
I think they need to come back. I think they're iconic on the Andrew Garfield's costume.
Oh yeah, I was fine with the web shooters.
I think they were really cool. But at the time though, I didn't like know that was like Spider-Man's thing because I've only seen like the Sam Raimi ones. Movies before that, so I was like, oh, this is new. I didn't know he had web shooters. So it was like a whole new it
educated you.
Yeah, educated me into like just more about the character. Like he had web shooters, so there you go.
Yeah.
Fun fact for you.
Don't get me wrong, I like it now. It's just I remember the first time I saw that first reveal image, I was just like, blue on the hands. No.
What about the orange lenses then?
The reason why it's quite low, and I don't like it as much as like my top tier, is because it's just the eyes are a bit small. But the orange lenses, the yellow lenses, it doesn't look too.
You see what I mean? He gets proper into it.
And I mean, there's still some creative choices that I don't necessarily think are all great. The webbing.
You've taught so much about this one compared to the other ones.
Yeah, because I'm just justifying things, guys. Justifying, right? I'm not massively keen on the how thin the red is.
Okay, let's just say it's different. Moving on.
Next.
Okay, well, go on then. What is it?
Symbiote Spider-Man 3. I'm looking at you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that one. Yeah, I think this. I think that deserves its position that it's in. I don't know what number it is.
I think it's fairly reasonable. It's a symbiote, and I love me some symbiote. Bar Venom movie without Spider-Man, but you know, I love me a good symbiote storyline. I love me some Venom. Venom's one of my favourite Spider-Man
characters. So when the symbiote attaches and it covers his costume, does it go up his arse?
Yes. That's one detail that you don't get to see, but yes, it does in fact go up his anus. It looks great. It's very sleek. I love it. I love the spider emblem. I absolutely love it. I know it's not your iconic, you know, Venom comic book logo, but what they do with the suit, with the legs going like bending in that way, it looks great. It's just the Sam Raimi suit, but black.
I mean, like, they couldn't do any better, really.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think there's anything else they could have done. Like, there's no way they were just going to make it a pure black like it was in the comics or anything like that. And I kind of really like how some of the details of the actual suit were on Venom after he went on Eddie Brock. Because you saw, like, obviously you had the comic book logo on him, but you had, like, you know, the raised webbing on Venom in Spider-Man 3, and obviously you got that from the suit, and I love little details like that. But that's where that ranks.
Not bad. So coming up next, what is it?
It is the Red and Black Far From Home suit.
Oh aye, the new one. Sorry to bring back the memories.
My heart.
Your heart left off down Sad Lane or something.
Sad Lane.
I know it's a terrible joke, but I couldn't think of anything else on the spot.
My heart left. What, down Sad Lane? I don't know if people might be shocked that they might consider this to be quite low for the Far From Home suit, because people love this suit, and I do too. I like it more than I thought I would, because I remember when I first saw set photos of this, I was really like oh, that's going to replace the red and blue, isn't it? Don't do that.
It kind of did though.
It did. I mean, I was disappointed that it replaced the red and blue, because nothing can replace.
It's got some cool gadgets on it.
It has. I mean,
like that parachute and the thing like the John.
But do you know what?
Anyway.
What contributes to this being where it is when I play Spider-Man PS4, I swing around in this suit a lot ever since it came out.
See what I mean?
Like more than
This
I
made
thought.
him
I would.
happy into a lot
Yeah.
of news.
Like, yes, it did. Like way more than I thought I would. I think the red and the black contrasts really well with each other, and I really.
Look at you getting into detail.
This is what it's for. This is what the people have come to see.
That Aaron inside Aaron. It's.
In some ways, it reminds me of the superior Spider-Man suit.
It screams superior.
It's a superior Spider-Man suit with the shoulders in particular. I play with it a lot on Spider-Man PS4, and overall when rewatching, because I rewatched Spider-Man Far From Home 4 times.
4 times.
4 times, and each time I watched it, I started to like the suit more and more and more.
So overall, good costume.
Good costume, not the best.
Well, that's why it's not on the top of the list.
Exactly.
Oh, aye.
You know how these lists work. I like it. I like it.
I like it. So up next, I'll tell you for you, the Iron Spider.
He's right.
Because I haven't said much this video, have I?
No, you haven't. You haven't really given your opinions on
I
this.
know,
suits.
you want to be so compassionate, so I thought, I'll introduce this one and give a bit of opinion too.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, it's basically got some legs. That's why it ranks so high. It's got legs.
It's not true. It's not completely true.
It kills things.
Instant kill.
It stab things. Yeah, well that's part of the suit as well, isn't it?
Yes.
It's got a mechanism. It's got instant kill. His eyes glow red.
Lord knows.
It's made out of metal. It can breathe in space. It's very technical. It was in one of the greatest movies of all time, and I'm just running out of ideas.
Lord knows why Tony decided to put an instant kill option in a kid's suit.
I know he's like what, a teenager.
Yeah, you know what? Let's put an instant kill option.
Maybe
in.
he's just like training to be like a serial killer somehow. Like
Maybe that was Stark's plan all along. What is there not to love about the Iron Spider? I mean, the Iron Spider. It's sleek. It's shiny. It's got the Iron Spider legs, which we all want. I remember watching Spider-Man: Homecoming for the first time, and I remember when he opened that door and the Iron Spider slowly rotated
it
out.
panned round, it
Panned
revealed.
and it revealed.
I was like, no, I don't need that.
I was like, yes, it looks completely different to like the comic Iron Spider, but I was like, that's the Iron Spider. That's what that is. It's metal.
Oh,
Iron Man made it.
Yeah.
They're dead. Putting 2 together. 5. No, that's wrong.
5 legs.
The major gripe I have is the fact that in like the movies that it's in, at some points it does look really CGI.
I agree. That's
Really
I guess that's a really big downfall when it's like you can just clearly tell.
Yeah.
Really.
The fact that this suit doesn't physically exist.
Yeah.
Because in all the films where Tom Holland wore this, he didn't actually wear the suit. It was like one of those motion capture suits.
A mocap suit.
A mocap suit,
Yeah.
and they CGI'd it over him, and it kind of dwindles a bit when you realise, well, actually, this suit doesn't actually physically exist.
Yeah, it takes out the experience, doesn't it?
It does. Like, it looks great.
It's still cool, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's still cool.
It's a great design. Iron Spider legs, love you. But, sometimes the CG, you can tell it's CGI. And, obviously, yeah, the fact that it doesn't physically exist as a suit kind of, dwindles it for me.
Next on the list, so down to the top 3, and this is decider day. These 3 suits you're finally going to decide, even though it will probably just change again.
Although, number 1 usually stays number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the odd time where it sometimes gets overtaken, but most of the time it's number 1.
What are the 3 suits left? The Sam Raimi suit. What's the other one?
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yep.
And the Stark suit.
And the Stark suit, yeah.
From Homecoming.
So these
Civil
are the
War.
3 options. So what comes down to number 3?
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, I'm looking at you.
That should be bottom of the list anyway, because I don't like that suit.
You don't like the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit?
No, not really. I thought it was a great improvement of the Taz. What did you call it?
TASM?
The TASM suit.
TASM 1?
Yeah, TASM 1. I think it's a lot better than that, but I think the Andrew Garfield suits are not very. They're not very good in general.
Well, that shocked me.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. But today it's all about Aaron's opinion to make him happy. So, go on then. Why is this number 3?
This is number 3 because I remember vividly this. I was in love with this suit when it first revealed. I was like, my god, like they
Wait. Oh, I kind of say something. He got the posters. He got the game, which was a bag of shit. But he loved it, and he denies ever hating it until like recently, finally.
The swinging was good.
Because it's like when this guy sees a new suit, he automatically goes, well, this is the best suit of all time, isn't it?
That's not true. Really.
Shut up, it was because...
That's not true, because I told you about my reaction to the Amazing
Yeah,
Spider-Man 1
but
suit.
that became your favourite suit, though, didn't it? So...
No, it's at the bottom of the list.
No. I'm talking about a couple months ago.
Okay.
Not a couple months ago, sorry, like a couple of years ago. So, like, when the suit came out, you were very sceptical, wasn't you? You were very sceptical,
Yes.
as you said. Then, like, a few months after, then it grew on you, then you loved it, you're like, this is the best suit. Then, when Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out, you went absolutely apeshit. It's like, oh, this is, like, the suit of my dreams. This is the best Spider-Man we've had to date in cinema. That's what you told me, or something on them lines.
Yes.
I remember you saying this was the shit.
Yes. When I first saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, I was blinded by my Spider-Man fanboy.
You love the new lenses and the
web shooters.
The web shooters at part.
The raised webbing came back.
Yeah.
What I love about this suit is that it's a perfect it's a perfect mixture of like the Raimi suit and like a comic book suit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's the eyes, it's like comic book eyes.
They're a lot round.
And obviously you've got the raised webbing like the Raimi suit. Love the raised webbing. The logo. I mean, I've got it as a tattoo, so obviously I love the logo.
Yeah, he kind of wishes he had the Spider-Man game.
PS4.
The
Spider-Man
PS4 Spider-Man game.
Let's not
dwell instead.
Let's not dwell on things we wish we did. Right.
Overall thoughts on the Amazing Spider-Man suit.
I love the colouring. I love the red. I love.
It's a lot brighter, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brighter. I think it's the perfect shade. Again, like the eyes. Love the eyes. I even though it's smaller, I love the spider on the back. But yeah, I think it's just a perfect mixture of this Raimi suit and a comic book suit, and that's just a combustible element of greatness.
Not bad.
Not bad at all, eh?
That's good.
And I'm surprised that it's quite low. That it's so low in your list, to be honest.
Just don't like it that much.
Is it because you don't like the movie or you don't like the suit?
Just don't like the suit that much.
I mean, the movie's bad, but the suit.
Wow, coming from you.
Yeah, I mean, there was once upon a time. This was my favourite movie of all time. But that was being a blind Spider-Man fan.
Every MCU film is this is the best film of all time. This is the best film of all time.
It's not true.
And then it always changes.
Let's just
stop trying to say that because
it's not true.
I know the truth.
Let's just move on, shall we?
Number 2, drum roll. So this is between the Stark suit and the Sam Raimi suit. Go on then. Oh, big choice. Have you made up your mind yet? He's thinking. That brain's imploding. What is it?
Stark suit. I'm looking at you.
There you go. The Stark suit.
Yeah, Stark suit. Red and blue, Stark suit. That's what it's called.
Okay.
The Stark suit.
Okay. That's number 2 for you folks then. Well, the one that was hardly shown in Far From Home.
What a crime.
What a crime. Oh.
I like the red and black. I explained that I do, but my God, he only wore the red and blue once in that film, and it was for 5 minutes, and he didn't even do anything.
What a gripe!
Yeah,
what a gripe
that's just a gripe. Yeah, this is my favourite MCU Spider-Man suit by far.
Explain why then. Why is this your favourite suit then, mate?
It's iconic Spider-Man. You look at that suit and you think, that's freaking Spider-Man. The eyes, I love.
You know what? I'd actually say that the Amazing Spider-Man 2 is more like that Spider-Man, what you just said. That is I'd say that more for that costume than this Stark suit.
To be fair, with all the Spider-Man suits, you can tell it's Spider-Man.
Yeah. Oh look, it's Spider-Man. Even like in the Night Monkey suit.
Even the Night Monkey suit, Spider-Man. How can you tell the eyes?
Yeah, it's always the eyes.
It's always the eyes.
However, the Stark suit eyes though, I think they are the best.
I love the expressive eyes.
Yeah.
So
good idea that is.
How
brilliant.
Getting that in a live action movie, I didn't even think we would ever been able to do that, but they got around it by it being like a mechanical thing that uses focus, but you can get away with having him like emote with the mask on. Again, I think it's like the perfect shade of red and blue. I love it's like very influenced by Steve Ditko, like the original Spider-Man artwork by Steve Ditko, like in the early days of Spider-Man.
What's your favourite feature?
My favourite feature?
Would it be the lenses? Is it them little new black designs?
I do like the black rubber designs that go up and down all of the suit. I do like those. The one thing that, even though this isn't like the look of the suit, a big reason why this isn't number 1 is it's too Iron Man-like in terms of how it works. Do you know how the Karen in Homecoming? I wasn't a
It's
fan
got
of
all
that.
these little gadgets on it.
Yeah, the gadgets are
the
fine.
chest is a drone.
The gadgets are fine. I don't mind the gadgets. It was more because Spider-Man does have gadgets sometimes. You know.
He can talk. In fact, the fact that he can just talk to himself
Yeah.
to the Karen, and Karen would talk
Yeah.
back. And yeah, I know what you mean. I know you get.
Yeah,
where you
I
get
just
from.
wasn't keen on the whole Karen thing. I just didn't think it was necessary. It wasn't really something. It's not really something that Spider-Man needs. But I think they used it to have Spider-Man like sort of, you know, talk to himself in a way like he does in like the comics and the.
It worked.
The animated
I think
cartoon.
it worked.
It worked. I wasn't, you know, but in terms of looks, I love this suit so much, and it's only just edged out by my number one.
There you go, folks. Sam Raimi is number one on the list.
How do you know? I didn't say.
Well, I'm pretty sure the
I
audience
might-
would gather that.
I might have said the suit from the 1970s live-action TV
Ah,
show.
you say, oh well, that's not the proper line. Well, yeah, actually, you got me there. Sam Raimi is number one, and I think that's just. Let me say something for you. I think that's just pure nostalgia.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
But this suit is just. Ugh.
What does that mean?
Ugh. Again, Spider-Man PS4 helps me determine this because the Sam Raimi suit is the suit I play the most in on Spider-Man PS4.
Me too. I just want to say that Sam Raimi is my favourite costume as well, by far. And that's like nostalgia and Tobey Maguire. Just having it on VHS, watching it over and over again, and the scenes where he's taking on the Goblin, and where it's just really cool swing. It's just so cool. It's perfect.
It's one of the greatest trilogies of all time. I mean, you can say what you want about Spider-Man 3, but Spider-Man 1, 2...
I just want to say something, but I don't have to get into words. But it's also like the shape. I don't know, like the shape of the mask as well.
Yeah,
I
I know you mean.
like the soles of the feet as well, like the shape. I don't know. It's got some.
It's just perfect.
Yeah,
Like,
like there's so little details that I like.
like I love the sharp eyes. I love like
Yeah.
you know the like really sharp triangular sort of eyes. I love the raised webbing. I
Yeah.
can't get enough of the raised webbing. I
Brilliant.
will always love like raised webbing in the Spider-Man suit in live action.
I think it would be better as well, cause like the fact that it didn't have web shooters. I think if you put some web shooters on that costume, I think it wouldn't be as good. But it's still, it's still been good. But you know, I think the fact that it didn't have it is a lot better.
No, you didn't need web shooters on this.
Yeah.
You don't need web shooters on this.
No.
This is just a classic spandex, pure just suit, just
It's great.
superhero costume, and the logo, the best Spider-Man logo we've had. I mean, I know I haven't got it as a tattoo, but the Raimi logo I think is the best Spider-Man logo. It's iconic.
Sam Raimi, we love you, mate. We love you.
Sam Raimi, if Sony and Disney aren't going to make a deal, make Spider-Man 4.
Aye. So is this a cheered you up?
In a way, I suppose not really.
In a way, suppose not really.
Yeah, it's good to talk positively about Spider-Man, but negative thoughts.
Yeah.
Rain
I was
down.
gonna say it's really good to sit down and listen and not say much and just even though I'm part of this duo that's going on. It's just it's great to see you a bit happier.
This was his idea. So you know,
Yeah.
he was all like, you know what, Aaron, you should rank all your favourite live-action Spider-Man suits, and I'll just ask why.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't need to ask. It's just next time, and there you go, straight onto it. Because
Yeah.
I know how passionate you can get.
I've got things to say. And when I start, you can't stop me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for tuning in. Give a sexy thumbs up. Hey? Yeah? A sexy thumbs up.
Nah, this is how you do it. And on that bombshell, thank you for tuning into Film Topic. God damn. So there you go, folks. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Film Topic. I know it's a little bit different. I know I like to talk about movies and reviews, but this is a I think it's a nice little topic to talk about.
It's something different.
Yeah.
We've always wanted to do ranking videos on this channel, and this is the first.
It's pretty much Aaron's opinion for this video, and I think it's worked. It's cheered him up, even though the shit news is still all over the internet.
Still lurks
People
over us.
are still crying and just, oh my god, expressing anger and stuff, but we want to get away from that. Just want to talk about your opinions. I want to give mine here and there because I'm sit back listening, and we thought it'd just be just a nice little episode. So I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, please give a sexy thumbs up.
Be sure to hit that notification bell so that every time we upload something in 5 weeks' time from now, you'll know about it.
Aye, you will. It will go ring-a-ding-ding. So we'll see you in the next video.
Bye!
Bye.